Lucas, Ox 100 just pretty much wrapped up.
That's right.
Tell us about your journey on this. Why does somebody that, how long you been training now?
5 to 6 years.
5 to 6 years with me,
Yeah.
or in the gym.
Yeah.
But I mean,
My
you
whole
were
life,
doing weightlifting.
Yeah, I've never not been in the gym doing some sort of workout.
You're how old now?
32.
32.
Yeah.
You've been doing it since you were
14, 15.
okay. So
I mean,
15, 16 years you've been doing this.
Oh, dude.
Why are you signing up for Ox 100? Why do you need a coach?
Well, let me give a little bit of backstory too. I just had a kid, right? And the craziest thing is we train incredibly hard in the gym with OxFit Elite, right? And I think for the longest time, I didn't realize how much my health and what I'm eating and putting in my body was actually affecting who I was, my sleep patterns, how I'm feeling, getting things done during the day. And ultimately, you think you lose weight just by lifting and moving a lot, but that's not the case. And so when I signed up for Ox 100, it was one of those things where you're with a group of people. And so the accountability's there, but also everyone's in the pain together, right? Everyone wants to go and eat ice cream. Everybody wants to go and just drive through Wendy's and get a Baconator. Like, we all want to do that. But there's something about the accountability in Ant's videos that I was getting every single week. And, hey, I noticed that you missed this. What's going on? You good? And you're like, ooh. Okay. Yeah. The accountability's there. Got to keep going. So yeah, I mean,
because you literally know everything that you need to do, right? There's nothing that I'm telling you to do that you don't know.
It's the same thing. Why sign up for an OxFit membership? There's no reason to, because you can easily go buy some dumbbells and a bench at home, and then look up the CrossFit workout on CrossFit.com.
It's free workouts.
Free workouts everywhere. So why sign up for a membership? It's the same concept. Thing is you're gonna buy those dumbbells. You're not gonna do it. They're gonna sit there. You might do it for a week. Same thing with Ox 100. You might go, I'm gonna do this. I can start my diet, but without someone tailoring it specifically to you and doing all that work, all you have to do is make the commitment. Just read what Ant and the Ox 100 team sending you, follow that, and you're going to see results. It's impossible not to. In fact, I would say you're going to get your money back if you don't.
So you run a business, you got a kid, you're busy, you got a really busy lifestyle. For most people, you're traveling a little bit, you have to be on different clients all the time. Yep. For a lot of people, that's a reason that they won't do something like this.
That's right.
Right? Why do you think you still signed up for something like this, knowing how busy your life is and knowing what you've got going on?
Yeah, I mean, you can make an excuse for anything. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, okay, you were slammed all day long, right? You didn't have time to work out. I understand that. But you do have control on what goes in your mouth, and you have to eat. And so even if it's, hey, I got to go through Chick-fil-A, I got to eat something, I go, okay, well, I'm going to get the grilled nuggets and the kale salad, because I can control that. And so for me, I think that Ox 100 is more than it is just being about health and wellness, right? Because one of the things that I feel like, if you try and go with some other different nutrition plan, this is not just about like eating right and working out, but it's about setting actual practical goals for you, for your spirituality, for your family, for your business, or your whatever work you're in line with. And it tackles all of those at once. Now, the thing is we say it's 100 days, but it's more about starting that habit and teaching yourself, I can do hard things. And once I start doing this hard thing, I begin to start making it more of a habit in my life. Because for the longest time, what was my thing? Staying up late, eating food late at night. I already eat fairly healthy. It's at night. I'll eat food. I like to have a few beers, whatever it is. And it's just those small decisions that you end up learning, hey, I don't need to do this. That ends up, even when you stop doing Ox 100, you go, oh, I don't want to fall into that habit again, because that's what led me here to the first place. So,
yeah. And that's what I talk with people about, is it's not really a nutrition challenge. It's a habits challenge. That's where right. Nutrition and fitness are the cornerstones of building better habits. So if you have your fitness down, if you have your nutrition down, that changes a lot of other things in your life, right? Because you start understanding that you can take control of what goes in your mouth. Then you want to know, well, if I can control that and these are the results I'm seeing, what else can I control? And what else is going to make me feel good? If that makes me feel this good, what if I control some of the other things? So we can layer them habits on top. But what I've found is if you don't have that nutrition and the fitness down, it's really hard to layer more complex things on top.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go and open that business. But if you're feeling like shit every day because you didn't work out, or you have no offload for all that stress, and then you're not fueling your body the right way, when your business is about to explode because you've been working night and day for the last 10 years, grinding to build that business, and then you're 40, 50 pounds overweight and you just don't feel good, and you've just been
sweating,
bouncing around, just not in a good place, right? You finally got to the point where you're about to break through and your whole life's a mess. Who God knows what you might end up with, diabetes diagnosis, or you know what I mean, a cancer diagnosis, or just something that's going to take you right back to the start.
That's right.
Right? So you can do it without your nutrition and your fitness being on point. You can. People have, right? But what version of you is showing up every day? That's right. Is what I think about.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that truly is what's key about this, and what really separates it is that it's tackling all the four cornerstones of your life, which is, my health and wellness, my spiritual life, and because there's points in there that's, hey, what are you doing to help you grow as a person, right? It's your workout and your fitness, and then it's practical goals of, in my business or in my job, what am I doing to actually get better? What challenges am I foreseeing? How can I accomplish those? And at the end of the day, we truly can. You're right. We can do it on our own. We can. I think that Ox 100 is a place, though, that says you don't have to. I mean, there's no reason to try and do a workout in your garage every single day. Yeah, you'll get stronger, you'll get results, but why? You get to be around other people and have fun while you're doing it. When you're doing this, you get to see what other people are buying and talk to them and say, oh man, what fats, how are you getting your fats? Oh, try this. But what's so cool, in my opinion, my favorite part about it, is these same people that you're starting with, you're getting updates of them. You're seeing their progress. You're hearing their stories of, this is what's going on in my life. Hey, check out, this progress pic. Oh, I just got a muscle up in the gym. And you go, oh, dude, we started at the same time, and it's never a competition. All we're doing is just encouraging and pushing each other a little bit farther.
Yeah. And sharing that responsibility, because motivation, I used to be a big motivation guy. Like, you can just do it through determination and motivation and drive. And maybe you can, but do you want to always have to have an heroic level of motivation every day to be able to get through the day? You want it to be as simple as possible and broken down into the steps, almost like you've got somebody cheating for you every day. Mm-hmm. That's what I think of myself as. I'm going to give you little cheat codes that make it so that you just get through the day and you've lived your best day. That's right. Not, oh, well, now I got to go to the gym. Going to the gym just becomes part of it. All you got to do is get through the doors of my gym and you're going to get the results, right?
Well, that's the thing, right? Is most people go, I can't work out every single day. Yes, you can. If you make it part of your daily routine.
Right. And that's what we're trying to establish is them habits that you just eat this way and not that it has to be super complicated. It doesn't have to be like you see so many people trying to make it simple and they make it so overcomplicated. Whatever works in your life is what we'll find out together.
That's right.
Right? Your diet after this doesn't look the same as the 12 guys you start with. Looks completely different because it's what works into your lifestyle. We'll get that down together, not, oh, you have to follow this nutrition plan. Like people say, are you going to send me a menu? And no, because I'm not going to send you what works for me.
Right.
I want to find out what works for you. And there's a lot of these plans and programs out there that they prescribe this is how you've got to do it. And then at the end, you're so burnt out with somebody else's habits that you just stop. At the end of mine, the habits that you're left with are your habits, your way of eating, your way of working out, your way of having a better mindset routine, your way of focusing on your relationships. Whatever works in your life is what we're building towards, so that when we get to the end of the 100 days, you're not done with the program. You're not done with the challenge.
Yeah.
You just keep going.
Yeah. I mean, think about people, it's the same thing. Like think about an addict, right? If you force them to take the drugs away, you force them to get healthy, the moment they can then decide and they can have access to it again, they're going to jump right back into it. Mm-hmm. Same thing with diet. You force somebody, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. As soon as the diet's over, I know people who have done that, who have ordered those meals online, the meal kits. Oh, I'm only eating 1,500 calories a day and I'm getting the meals because, I want to get in shape and all this and stuff. As soon as they cancel that membership and they go back to their life, they gain all of that weight right back because there was nothing that actually habitually changed in that person.
Right.
They're still an addict to that same lifestyle that they were living before. Yep. They didn't actually make any changes. They only had a substitute in place for them for a season.
Yeah. And that's where Ox 100 changes that, because most of these things that you're going to try and most of these challenges that you're going to go on, they're not geared towards you making sustainable change. They're geared towards unsustainable change for a short period of time that gives you a result that then you redo it next year or you re-sign up in 6 months. Whereas this one's about, we want to change the underlying habit. So it's not a Band-Aid. It's not, oh, you're depressed, so don't change anything about your life. Just take this pill.
Yeah.
You're still going back to your life. So nothing's going to change, but this pill will make you happier. No, we're going to habitually change what you do to try and find where your day can be better and where you can feel 100%. And then you just keep going and you just keep growing and you just keep moving forward, not bounce back and forth based on what's going on.
We're not giving a sleepy man caffeine. Right. We're giving a sleepy man more rest.
Yeah. Yeah. We're giving you tools that you can use forever. Not like, I got to do this because I'm doing this challenge. I got to eat like this because I'm doing this. I got to stop drinking because of this. When we get to the end of the first 30 days, I want people to cut out alcohol for 30 days just to see what happens. Mm-hmm. Then I just give them a note like, hey, how do you want to build it back in? What relationship do you want to have? Like a lot of guys we work with are cutting out social media, big one, first 30 days. Pornography, big one, first 30 days, right? And it's like, get it out of your life. Then I'm not saying like never do any of these things again. I'm saying, how can you control this relationship? Because it's a battle every day with sugar. And social media and just all these things, just the news, right? Yeah. How do you want to set up your day? Do you want to listen to the news first thing in the morning?
Just be pissed off.
And just get angry? Or do you want to turn on your phone and see what everybody else is angry about today and let that sway the way you go? Mm-hmm. Or do you want to get up and be like, what 3 things am I grateful for today? Mm-hmm. I'm going to meditate this morning. I'm going to go for a walk with my dog. I'm going to leave my phone right here and I'm just going to be outside. All your choices. Some recommendations from me, but your choices to set yourself up for a good day. Or do you want to just bounce around from dopamine rush to dopamine rush, from dopamine rush, short-term satisfaction that at the end of the week you look back and you go, or at the end of the week you go, yeah, what a week.
Totally.
If I keep stacking up these weeks, what's going to happen in 100 days? Where am I going to be in 365 days? Mm-hmm. That's what I want. That's what I want for the people that I work with, So,
and I think it's having grace for yourself too, though, right? And what I mean by that is, there were days on my diet I just said, not today. Mm-hmm. I'm having a burger and fries.
Yep.
I've deserved it. I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I want it. And you know what? That's okay. But that's not an every single day occurrence. And that's not me getting into a habit of something. That's me consciously making a decision, because I'm not going to go the rest of my life and not eat ice cream or not have birthday cake or not eat pizza. That's absurd. Those are great things in life. But the problem is that we love great things. We do. And it's just like anything. If you have too much of anything, it's not a good thing. And so using trash food for your body, or alcohol, or using those as a place of enjoyment, and what I find is that you actually do enjoy it far more than just came home today, had a few beers, had a pizza, and that was just a regular Tuesday night. That's insane.
Yeah.
So it's really figuring out not only the dedication and how to make your life better, it's also, in my opinion, teaching me how to actually enjoy the things in life that I might have in the past utilized as something that is more of a treat, and me learning how to use that as a treat, not as an everyday occurrence.
Yeah. And it's a funny thing to talk about, but it's almost the thing that we have to get used to, especially now, 2024, that I don't think we grew up with, is the abundance of shit. Yeah. Right? Because I don't think it used to be around as much. I don't think back in the 80s and the 70s, when we were kids, you were growing up with people accepting that donuts on a Monday were cool. I don't think that was the culture.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the culture that soda, as long as it's diet, is healthy. I don't think that was part of the culture. I don't think it was part of the culture that every night you can eat out and you can order on an app and it's really, really convenient. So let's just go with a healthier option, even though we're not preparing it ourselves. I don't think that was part of it. I think it was we home cook and we sit around the table and we enjoy this food and we try and seek what's healthy. And now there's just an abundance of that. And I definitely didn't grow up with it. I grew up with, when I went to a restaurant in England, if you got a pop, that had to last your whole meal. There was no refill. There was no, if you drank that, you're going without when you get your food, because I'm not buying you another one, right? I grew up in that, savoring things, thinking that my parents were being cheap, thinking that it, but not understanding that it was about enjoying them moments, like you were saying, not taking them for granted and not keep refilling a soda so you're full and you don't eat. And it just wasn't part of a reward system.
Yeah, but if you look at our lives now, most people treat everything like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, think about it. Back in the day, I'd go to Hollywood Video. Blockbuster is a Friday night. I'm looking up, what movie do I get to watch tonight? Now it's Netflix. I'll watch 3 movies, a week. Just
you could watch 3 a day if you
3 a
wanted,
day
right?
if you wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so it's even watching a movie, it's not a treat anymore. It's like just part of life. Now granted, because of my interest in what I do, I'm getting education by watching film too. But what I'm saying is that everything in life is that accessible. And in my opinion, I think that it's all a distraction from actually being happy. Again, it's sugar. It's sugar. Exactly. Sugar, dopamine. Like, oh man, I eat this burger. I like it, with ice, I get ice cream afterwards. It's enjoyable and stuff, but then you end up feeling like crap. You get fat. Same thing. I'm going to watch this movie. I'm going to spend time with my kids. It's easy to do that. I can turn off. I can let my brain relax, all this, I'm not meditating. I'm not spending, because that things that end up bringing results are hard work. And underneath that is happiness. But we don't see it like that. We see on the surface the thing that gives us happiness immediately, and we chase after that. And so I think that the Ox 100 really does help take off that front layer. And that's why it's hard. Like, if you're not willing to put in the effort for Ox 100, that it's not for you.
No,
it's not. And I would say, don't do that. Don't even try it. Because you do have to come in with the right mindset. And you can't even come in with, I just want to lose weight. That's the only thing. It's all about weight. It's all about weight loss. I got to lose weight and I'll do whatever it takes. It's like, do you want to improve your life? Do you want to build better habits?
Yeah.
If that's the case, it's for you. If you just come in with this individual mindset of it's a singular purpose, and I don't want to work on anything else. Well, guess what? That's part of Ox 100 is you becoming a better person as well. So it would be tough for me to like try and sell that to someone, because you have reports and things that you're doing. And if all you're doing is the healthy stuff, then
I think you can get out of it what you put in, right?
Yeah.
If you totally just want to lose weight,
that's a good point.
That.
Yeah,
it definitely does that. But the key is, how are you going to lose weight, and what relationship do you want with food, and what just relationship do you want with yourself? I think there's just 2 voices that we all are battling with every week, right? Is the voice that's like, you can be exactly who you think you can be this week. You can be your best self this week. You can hit all them goals and you can do your best. And then there's the other voice that's like, you're working really hard. You deserve a break. You deserve to relax today. What's one little look at social media? What's one little treat? What's one, just take the day off the gym. You've been 3 or 4 days this week.
Yeah.
It's Thursday night. It's Thursday night. You've done really good Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You've eaten all your meal prep. Now just, it's Thursday night. Go have a drink, do whatever you want. And you can do that. But that comes with consequences, and 3 days out of the week is not even half of the week. So that means if you start on Thursday cheating, then you go till Sunday. Now you've done 4 out of 7 days of whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what most people do. They go 4 out of 7 days, and they go 4 out of 7 days, and then get back on it Monday.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 out of 7 bad days. That adds up over 5 years. That adds up over 10 years. And the results of that are what you see when you go and you hang out around a swimming pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You look around and there's something going on. Most men look like they are pregnant. They look like they've got a massive beer belly. They don't have pecs. They have boobs. And you can be part of that group of people if that's how you want to live. But if you're choosing to do this, you're saying you don't want that anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can change that. And you can be in control of that.
And that's what's beautiful, is it's you. Like, you get to make that decision. It's the same thing. You are in control of what you're picking up and putting in your mouth. You're in control of that. At the end of the day, it's like there's no reason not to other than excuses. And so, yeah, I mean, man, I love Ox 100. I think it's something.
You're going into phase 4 now.
Yes, I am. And one thing that me and Ant talked about, me and you talked about was, in response to kind of what you were saying, is having a plan for your cheating, right? Because I know, oh, you know what? On Saturday, I'm gonna drink and I'm gonna have, some pizza and whatever. And so that's my plan.
Mm-hmm.
And if you stick to it,
and that's what's good about phase 4 is like, this is not a recommendation for anybody else but you, right?
That's right?
Like when we're working together, we got to this point and now you're like, hey, after I finished Ox 100, it's been slipping a little bit, right?
That's right.
It's been slipping a little bit. And I was like,
sure.
I don't care. That's natural, right? There's going to be, you were all in for 100 days. There's a little relief, like, okay, like I look great.
Yeah.
You're taking the after photo, you jacked, you're feeling fantastic. Then you're like, oh man, I don't want to drop too low. And I'm like, hey, I know you like to let loose once a week.
Right.
But it's not going to be on somebody else's schedule. Just like you're not going to grab your phone whenever you want. Just like you're not going to watch 4 movies today. Just like you're going to control it, and you're going to control it before the week started. So you're going to say, this week, Friday, me and Elisa going out, that's my day. Now, if your boys come over on Saturday, it's not your day.
That's right.
Because you chose Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not advice for anybody but you, because I know how big your goals are.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone else, if they're like, I want Friday and Saturday, hey, have Friday and Saturday.
That's right.
You just can't have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every single week.
But again, it's really, it comes down to self-control, right? And it comes down to a plan. If you go into something and you don't have a plan, I mean, dude, why not?
My daughter went to a birthday party on Tuesday that was random, right? Random birthday party. So I went. There's a cooler full of drinks for the adults. There's a stack of pizza, right? We talk about this all the time. I'm working class, right? So every bone in my body is like, free beer, free pizza. Free beer, free pizza, baby.
Oh, yeah.
But the other voice says, we don't eat that on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
You just got done working out.
Yeah.
Free voice goes, you just got done working out. So let's go. You can have one slice. You can have one beer. It's Tuesday. So then what if there's an event on Wednesday? Am I just the person that just whatever event's going on? If Deborah brings donuts on Monday, it's not my fault. And I'm gonna work out. Oh, it's Wednesday and Barry brought pizza. Ooh. And so you're just bouncing back and forth based on what the world tells you should be in. Mm-hmm. Or are you that motherfucker that says, no, I'm good. Don't tell them you're doing a challenge. You don't have to make a big deal out of it. I'm good. I got my meal prep.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking. I'm driving. Just make something up. I got something I got to do when I get home.
You
I can't
owe anyone. No.
I
don't want to.
But give yourself the explanation, right? Sure. Let yourself off the hook.
100%, man.
Stop being broke. Stop with the broke mentality.
Yeah, it is, right?
Despise the free lunch.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, I love that.
Just be like, if that's free, there's something that I don't want in it.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything I want, I know I got to pay for in this life.
Yeah.
There's no free goals.
There's no free goals.
There's no free. You can dream for free, but to get to the actual thing, you got to put it on the line every day. You got to buy in. You got to invest. That's what Ox 100 is about. It's about buying into something. It's about going for something. It's not about, get me to my goals. And shit, I can't get you there if you don't want to do it. I don't have a chance. But if you buy in, you want to get somewhere, let's go. We can go together.
That's right.
It's going to be hard. It's
not easy.
No. Mm-mm. First 30 days, you got to cut out all that crap. But you got to layer on top of it.
I mean, and to be authentic though, like, there's nothing great in life that's easy.
Free. There's nothing great that's free. Mm-mm. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about sweat, blood, tears. like
Yeah.
sleepless nights.
Yeah. I mean, you want a good marriage? You got to work on it. You want to have a good relationship with your kid? You got to spend time.
You got to put your fucking phone down.
Yeah.
You got to put your phone down.
But
you got to look at him. You got to talk to him.
But instead, I'd rather pick my phone up and record something, post it,
right,
and then go right back
and
to
then
whatever
sit
I was
right
doing.
back down. I was playing with my kid for the 30 seconds that I posted the video.
Hey, everybody gave me likes, and they say I'm a great dad, so it must be true.
Right.
No.
Yeah. And that's Ox 100, dude.
Yeah, no.
Like, that is what it is. It's about taking personal ownership and responsibility. It's not a nutrition challenge. It's about knowing that it's not your fault. And I say this to everybody. Before you come in this challenge, it's not your fault if you are overweight. It's not your fault if you're not happy. It's not your fault if you don't know how to work out. But after it, and you go back, it's on you now. Because these companies, they're not evil. They're just trying to make money. They just have a product that they want you to look at. And it's serving you. Whether you think it's a good way or a bad way, nothing to do with me. I don't care whether you use it. I've heard of people that sit on a computer all day and they work doing their spreadsheets or whatever they're doing inside a computer, and they constantly have pornography run on a different screen. If you think that's a healthy way to live, I don't care. It's not my life. How is it serving you? It's serving you in some way.
Yeah.
But is it the life you want? And that's what Ox 100 is. It's about examining the things that you're doing every day, maybe trying to layer a different habit on, seeing how they work, and trying to live at 100%. If that is your 100%, what I just described, that's for you.
Yeah, that's right.
I really don't care. But what I'm trying to build and the people I work with, them things are not serving. And sugar's not serving. And not working out and not lifting weights is not serving them. And the things that we're building in and the healthy habits that we're building in, I've seen people completely change their life, seen them quit their job, seen them start a new business. It's just 10 years, 20 years of my life put into a 100-day program that I'm super passionate about. And everybody that comes in, if you're willing to buy in, you get results. You're a fucking example of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's for people who want change and desire change and are willing to put in the work, willing to try something new, put themselves outside of their comfort zone and say, I'm dedicated to this because I want to be better. That's who needs to sign up for OxFit.
And that's where you've ended up in 100 days.
100%, yeah.
Better.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Ready for phase 4.
Let's go.
I'm already there is something about it where when you're not, it's kind of like when you're training and there's a competition coming up, there's a goal, there's something to hit. With Ox 100, that's what I love, is that it gives you tangible things and stuff. So you're not just doing it for no reason. You're saying, here are my goals. Here are the things I can do to get there. And it really does help a lot.
There's like checking in moments, right?
Correct.
The celebration points.
There's celebration points. Yeah. There's the accountability. Like I said, there's community. I mean, it's great, man.
Yeah. And now we'll get to work together for the rest of the year. So at the end of the year, we'll see where you've gone. And
absolutely.
Yeah. Committing to 100 to 365 days is way different than committing to 100 days, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, kind of, sort of. It just becomes part of your life.
Yeah.
Just like, me coming and training 4 days a week.
You don't even think about it.
It's not a question.
Time, you put your sneakers on?
Yeah. Some people go, I had one guy say, how do you have time to train? I said, because if I didn't, I probably would not be landing you as a client right now, because I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Because my life would be a mess. I have to do this to be the best version of myself that I can. There are days you can't train. There's some days that you can't eat super healthy, whatever. Or you can't train, but it's a mindset, right?
I can't afford Ox 100.
Yeah.
Can't afford not to.
Well, I mean,
if you have goals that you want to hit in 100 days, I can get you there.
But even this, I mean, there's been situations where I'm on set and I'm working with the client. The client has pizza there for lunch.
Of course.
And that's all I can eat. Guess what? I'm going to eat. I'm not going to I'm not going to eat. I'm going to eat pizza, But I'm like, okay, well, I physically could not do anything about that. And my mindset is not changed. It wasn't, I really want to get some pizza. That's a completely different person than you go, I'm not going to be rude. I'm sitting down to eat with someone and they made me a meal and I'm not going to look at them and go, sorry, don't eat that. You know, I'm going to be kind because it's not just about that one time I'm eating that pizza that's there. The one time I went over to someone's house and they, you know, God forbid, made pasta.
Right.
And I go, oh, no, it's not like that. It's a mindset. It's who am I? Like, that's what changes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. That's awesome. Dude, let's catch up at the end of the year or a couple of months. See
Love
how
it, dude.
It's going. But,
sounds good.
Yeah, man. Welcome to phase 4.
Yeah.
I've only got the first 2 people that have ever gone into my phase 4, you and Pranav. So I'm excited. I'm going to get Pranav on the podcast next. So
love it. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Let's crush it.
Let's go.